A, fight, oh, 6.
Dear Black Child, right? Dear Black Child is written by Rama Rhoda and it is illustrated by Lydia Imba. Okay? So we're gonna get going. Dear Black Child. Dear Black Child, we're here to remind you of your glory. And I have to admit, this is by far probably one of my favorites that I've read. Okay, we'll get going. Dear Black Child, look at her hair. Hair is beautiful. The universe is vast, so take up as much space as you can. Look at the illustration to this. Stand in your own light. Wear your crown with pride. I'll move this in a little bit so you can actually see. Let your name be your flag. Say it loud and say it proud. Wave it until it's woven in their mind. Proclaim your native tongue in the national anthem. Form your own band. Roam freely. You need no permission to be on this land. Taking up space demands you speak confidently. So fill your lungs with air and let your voice echo from every corner. Be rooted, but move swiftly as a river. Taking up space means feeling at ease wherever you are. Do not fear the unknown. Instead, pave the way for others to follow. When you enter, do not fold yourself in half, hoping to go unnoticed. Dare to stand tall. I love the illustration of this book. The illustration is amazing. If you don't see yourself in the history books, pick up your pen and tell the world your story. The one that only you can tell. Life is rarely without storms. The wind may roar with hurtful words from those who fear you. And sometimes when it rains, it pours. This book is dropping gems. Rise and meet the tides. Drape yourself in courage and create sunlight where there is none. When in doubt, use your inner compass to lead you home. There are places that will always welcome you. There are people who will open their borders and they will open their borders, and hearts to you, who will make you feel safe and loved. just got caught up on the words. It's just so beautiful. They are your lighthouse, your refuge when you feel lost at sea. Gather your strength and march on. Dear Black child, we are here to remind you of your glory. You are worthy. You are enough. You belong. This space was created for you. I'm going to read that again. You are worthy. You are enough. You belong. This space was created for you. Because you are walking a nation, a monument, and a true gift to this world. Just take a moment and look at the children graduating. How beautiful is this? And we can't wait to witness how your presence will shape our future. This is just the beginning. This is such a beautiful book. And I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to go back to my favorite part in this book. Just a couple pages. Okay? I'm going to read this again. If you don't see yourself included in history books, pick up your pen and tell the world your story. The one that only you can tell. And I think I chose that one piece because there's a lot going on with our history not being told and everything else. And we're going to create our history, and our history cannot be forgotten. Our history cannot be taken away. And our children will continue to make history. And that piece is just so beautiful, and it means the world. Great book, Dear Black Child. But, as I said, it's the 60th anniversary, so why not do 2 books? And this one is super cool. My Fade is Fresh by Shantae Grant and illustrated by Kit Thomas. So I just want to point out that Shantae gave a shout out to her mother for putting up with her crazy antics in her hair. So we know that this book is going to be good. And already, just look. On the block, going to the barber shop. Everybody's outside. And here we are. Yesterday, at 10 o'clock, I walked into the barbershop. My bushy, brownish, biggish hair was growing almost everywhere. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. We are now on to our second book. What to do, the barber said. A perm, a press, a trim, a chop? I said, and shook my head. The freshest fade on the block. Look at that hair. I agree, Brother Lightfoot. I agree. Beautiful images, great images. How about a trim that tucks it in? A frizzy fro that's neat and round? Or parted with a parting comb and cornrows braided to the ground? Just grab a pick and mess with it. How about a tingly towel's top with yellow tips and bristle bits? Barber says, how's this? Tay says, a bit more off the top. Just cut the tips and trim the sides and brush it into one big puff. Like this? That's right. Barbara says, all done. Shantae says, not quite. Before we change, you'll see she is not happy. What is this goopy gooey stuff? A bit of this, a lot of that. You'll want greasy, glossy, groomed. His mother says, my word, it's almost noon. Shantae's stressing everybody out. They ask, do you want waves or high top fades? Shantae says, I want it shaved and Barbara says curly topped and cuts more. You satisfied? No, that's too high. A little more, please, off the top. You have some dyes? Let's make it red. No, green. No, blue. No, brown instead. A taper fade with spongy twist? Shantae says, the freshest fade on the block. Like this? Almost like that. Do you do art? How about a lightning bolt to start? Wait. How about an ocean cave with rocks and fish and giant waves? They're trying to get fancy now. Or shooting stars. Or choo-choo trains. You think that you can write her name? So now everybody done got on this. They trying to figure out what they want to do with Shantae's hair. A rocket ship, a turbojet, the whole entire alphabet, a treasure map with squiggly lines? Oh, the barber is fed up. She says, "My word, just please make up your minds." But Shantae do not care. She's sitting in her chair and she is living in her glory. A dragon's head, a giant. Mama done stepped in, y'all. She says, "Stop." Shantae says, "Don't stress." I said, "Just line me up." So they are going to work. Chop, trim, get that fade. So today, around 2 o'clock, I walked right past the barbershop. A clean cut, classic curly crop. The freshest fade on the block. And again, that was My Fade is Fresh by Shantae Grant. And this book right here is special as well because I think so many times society puts a label or says what we can and cannot do with our hair, especially our little girls. You know, however they would like to express themselves, right? Your hair is supposed to be straight, to be professional, and everything else. However, just let them express themselves. Kids will tell you, "This is how I want my hair," right? Our little girls deserve to be able to have their hair however they want. And it doesn't take away from how brilliant they are, how beautiful they are, and everything else. So thank you all for joining. I greatly appreciate your time. And again, these are the two books that was read today. Dear Black Child and My Fade is Fresh. All right, so you can go to Amazon or Target and grab these books. Great illustration in both. Images beautiful. And join us again in 2 weeks and we'll be back. Thank you all.